eat lunch and stuff first. Anyway, I'm listening to the radio and there's this song on, and just listen to it really quick and then I'll tell you the story about it after.
In the back of my mind, I can't help but question. I can't explain, I can't explain. I think about it every day. And even though we've moved on, it gets so hard to walk away. Walk away, oh yeah. Walk away, I'm gonna you, I can't forget how we used to be.
I'm gonna remember you.
You gotta remember me. Yeah. I'm gonna remember you. You gotta remember me.
So basically, that song brings back a lot of memories. My cousin Trevor, he's probably like 6, 7, 8 years older than me, and he like thought he was a rapper like back in the day. And when he was like in his younger 20s or whatever, his mom and dad and sister like all moved to like the northern part of the state where I live, and so basically they like were like, okay, you better get an apartment if you don't want to move with us. So he moved out when he was like 18 and or like 17 or something, I don't know. And so I guess like a lot of people move out when they're 18, but I don't know, it was like weird. He must have moved out when he was younger or something. Anyway, so he spent a lot of time with me and my mom and my dad, and I always used to hang out over at his house and stuff, and he had like a DJ, like an entire DJ like kit and stand and stuff, and so we used to make like mixtapes. I'm so like, okay, we used to make mixtapes. Just think about this. He was probably like 20, something like that, 21. Well, probably I would say 19 or 20 or 21. I was like under the age of 10, and we used to make mixtapes together, and we would do like that. We'd do like Jordan Sparks' No Air, like weird stuff, and then he would like make up rap verses to go in between it, and obviously he would sing the boy parts and I would sing the girl parts. And I wish I could find some of those old mixtapes so I could like listen to them. But that's my story. That was one of our like OG mixtape songs. So right now I'm at my old high school because I have to pick up some FFA fruit that my mom ordered, and yeah, there's the greenhouse. Yep. Spent many a day after school, before school, during school in that greenhouse practicing my plant judging and my livestock judging and my meat judging and my agricultural communications and everything else I did in FFA. Anyway, it's already going super good. I didn't want to come back here anyway, but I parked in visitor parking. The technology IT lady was just pulling in, and she parked in student parking right there. She walks up to me, she sees me parked in visitor parking, she walks up to me and she says, "You better move your car or I'm going to tell the principal that you're parked in visitor parking and you're going to get a ticket and detention." And I was like, I'm not even a student here. So she's just like, "Well, who are you visiting?" And I said, "I'm here to pick up my FFA fruit, so why don't you just pump your brakes and stay in your own lane, because I'm a visitor, I can park in visitor parking. I was a student here like 4 years ago, and I wanted to punch you in the face then, so back off, sister." But anyway, it should be fun because it's lunchtime right now. So right when you walk in the doors, you walk into like pretty much the whole big lunchroom, so everybody's gonna see me. But I mean, it's not there is like nobody here that I know anymore, so it won't be that weird. It'll just be like a bunch of high school kids. But I look like a high schooler, so they're probably gonna think like, "Oh, who's the new girl?" And then the secretary is at lunch right now, and so that should be fun, because when the secretary went to lunch when I was in high school, I worked in the office. I was like the only person that did that all through high school, and I would just like sit in the office and be the secretary while she went to lunch. So it's probably a student sitting in there right now. So yeah, should be fun. We'll see how it goes. I'll try and film while I'm in there, but it might be kind of awkward. I'm not gonna like vlog style myself, because then all these kids will be like, who do you think you are and what are you doing? Because where I live, nobody vlogs because nobody just does it. It's like not a thing. So yeah. Let's go. There's a kid watching me vlog. Sup, bruh? Swag. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, see this kid walking? Right there? Okay, well, you guys, like, obviously don't know who that is. He was literally in high school when I was in high school. That kid was like a junior when I was a senior. Why is he still here? It's not... People, I just want to say, it is not that hard to graduate from high school, honestly. I mean, I know there's learning disabilities and all this and that, but seriously, at least where I went to school, they will make you graduate, like, if they have to. Like, they will pretty much do all your work for you just so you can graduate. Or, I don't know. You still have to, like, take tests, do homework, all that stuff, but even the tests, if you, like, fail all the tests, but you just, and you don't even, like, really do your daily work, but you just, like, turn it in, as long as you turn in something, you're gonna pass and graduate. I just don't understand the people that don't graduate, that, like, drop out of high school, because it's not that hard to graduate. Why are you dropping out when you're so young? Because you don't, like, need to. You know, when you're that young, under 18, what's out there in the world for you that you need to drop out of high school for? And then you, like, can't get a job or, like, anything without a high school degree anymore. So I think that's just dumb. I don't know, I just don't get people that, like, drop out of high school or people that, like, don't graduate, because to me, I don't think it's really that hard. Like, you just have to go and just do something. You just sit there and just do something, you know? Or even if, like, I know school is not for everybody, because my cousin went to, like, an alternative high school, the rapping mixtape cousin, and I get that, because when we went to his graduation, I was really young, but I still remember what his principal at his alternative high school said, that just because people graduate from alternative high schools, they shouldn't be looked down upon or anything like that, because I remember he said, learning is for everybody, but the brick and mortar of education, like school building, is not for everybody. So, I mean, learning's for everybody, but some people learn better, like alternative high schools where you go for school half the day and you work for half the day, online schools, anything like that. I don't get it. Guys, look, you can't see, there's a girl right there, and she has a hedgehog. She was just, like, holding a hedgehog up to the window. Oh, it's a hedgehog cage! The FFA department has hedgehogs now? What? Sweet. Popo just rolled up. They see me rolling. They hate it. Patrolling. They probably called the cops. They were like, there's some girl that's been sitting in our parking lot for 8 hours. Come and get her. I'll just walk in after that cop. He won't let any of the kids hurt me. I'm home now. Well, I walked inside and the kid already knew what I was there for, and he called my old FFA teacher and was like, oh, Livy's here, so yeah. And he was like, okay, you can go right down there. So I started walking down the hallway to her room, and I was gonna record, like, walking down the hallway and vlog my old locker, but she, like, came out of her room and started to meet me, like, was walking down the hallway to meet me, and I just thought that would be really awkward to, like, randomly be recording her. So anyway, I got my fruit. Got 2 pineapples, pineapple, and 2 pineapples, and a box of, like, pears, and D'Anjou pears. Back here is a box of mixed fruit, which contains 5 grapefruit, 5 oranges, 5 red apples, and 5 Granny Smith apples. And in this little box-a-rooney is butter braids. They're like a braided pastry dessert, and you can get them in cinnamon, apple, cherry, caramel roll, blueberry cream cheese, strawberry green cream cheese, and Bavarian cream. They're all right, but for like $8 a box, or they're not. That's not $8 for the box. Like, they're 6 in a box, and they're $8 like per log. They come in logs, and the people that I nanny for like loved those. When I was in FFA, they got like 50 boxes every year. Not really, but they loved them, and so we told them that we were going to be ordering FFA fruit, so they ordered a box of those. So I have to deliver those to them sometime. But now I'm going to take all this stuff inside and maybe edit a vlog and eat lunch and get ready and go to work. Also, I just want to say while I'm still sitting here, when I was walking out, there was a big poster of the Eiffel Tower in the hallway, and I had to stop and look at it because we all know I'm obsessed with the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, there was a poster. The guidance counselor is taking students on a trip to Paris, London, and Amsterdam for the whole month of June. Are you joking me? Why didn't they do stuff like that when I was in school? Okay, the band trip was literally to like Boston and New York City, which that would still be cool, but I didn't go because I had another commitment. But also, I didn't want to ride a bus 28 hours across the United States to go to play in a 5-mile long parade in like Boston or Pittsburgh or wherever. I would rather have gone to like Paris and London. They're going to Paris, London, and Amsterdam too. Like, are you joking me? They're not even picking one. Plus, how expensive is that trip gonna be? I mean, honestly. Ugh. So I just had to rant about that really quick. Also, one more thing. When I was walking, I saw my friend from high school. I'm just going to restart the whole thing. When I was walking down the hallway on my way out, I saw my friend Jenna from high school. She's in the Navy, and I saw her sister's locker, so I took a picture of it and Snapchatted it to Jenna. So, Jenna, all the way in San Diego, if you're watching this, I love you. And I miss you. But I hope you enjoyed that little Snapchat. And I want to come to San Diego and visit you. It's on, brother.
Chew up everything in the house.
Look at his eyes. We've got Maisie's. Other guy.
And knowing your credit score is important. It can have a real impact before a car, renting an apartment, or even buying a home. It's just another way we treat you like you treat you. Discover Car. Free FICO credit score online and limitation. To get yours, go to discover.com or call 1-800-DISCOVER. Limitations apply.
I kind of like that little one. That's pretty cute.